Community members in Olievenhoutbosch in Gauteng have been venting their frustration about the lack of effective policing in that area. Police Minister Bheki Cele addressed that community this morning, and my colleague and fellow eNCA, reporter and anchor, Masego Rahlaga, has been following this story for us. Masego, good afternoon. Some community members are now calling for that police station there to be shut down. What have they said? What have they told Mr. Cele about crime in Olievenhoutbosch?
Well, Bradan, it's very cold in Johannesburg today, and community members really braved the cold to come out in large numbers to have their words heard by Police Minister Bheki Cele, as well as the police's management team here in the province. A lot of them talking about how exactly what you alluded to, that they want the police station to shut down. They want the police minister to actually deploy new officers to the Olievenhoutbosch police station. They're saying that the police officers that are working in this area are taking bribes. They're accusing the police officers of being in the pockets or on the payrolls of those who are responsible allegedly for the crime in the area. Some of them actually spoke about, they asked the minister if the minister wants to see them take the law into their own hands. And this would obviously remind you, Bradan, of what happened a few weeks ago in Zandspruit, where those 9 young men were taken out of their homes and beaten up and then burnt allegedly by community members in Zandspruit, 8 of them passing away so far and only 1 surviving, and 6 people being arrested. So that is one example of a community that was tired of police, that had the same things to say about police in their area, and that resulted in people dying because the community members took the law into their own hands. So those are some of the things that they're talking about, Bradan. You heard stories, painful stories from women who say that there are criminals who go into their homes and rape them in front of their children. There's a man who told a sad story of his 15-year-old daughter who's mentally impaired, who was also raped. And all these cases, they say they go to the police station here, and the cases are never sorted, people are never arrested, and they never even get follow-ups to the cases.
And Masego, how did the minister respond to all of these situations that the community is complaining about?
Well, the minister started off, Bradan, by giving very shocking statistics about Zandspruit. For instance, we know that at the time when he released those crime statistics for the first 3 months of the year, Zandspruit is 47, or rather Olievenhoutbosch, Bradan, excuse me. The police station here is number 47 out of about 183 police stations across the country with the most reported criminal cases. He also spoke about how at the police station he found out during this period that he was here that the Olievenhoutbosch police station has about 1,800 unsolved and unresolved cases. So those cases were basically just left alone, and that is about 1,800 of them. He promised the community here, Bradan, that he would come back in a few weeks' time to have a meeting with their leaders. He told them that he's asking the police commissioner of the province, alias Mawela, to possibly have establish a team, a task team that would specifically look at Olievenhoutbosch and sort out the issues here. He promised that when they return in those few weeks, community members must not be scared to show him, to show the minister exactly where those people who are allegedly criminals and are bribing police officers are, and not to be scared to point out those police officers who are accepting those bribes. So we'll hear as soon as the minister has come back here in the few weeks that he's promised exactly what will happen. But very strong words from a community leader who said, at some point they were asking the minister to fire the police now, and the police minister's response was that there's pop crew involved and other unions that would not allow him to do that. And the community member responded a little bit later by saying to the minister as well as the Gauteng leadership that they will not allow their lives to be used or to be used in terms of Labour Relations Act or labour relations between police minister as well as unions. They want their lives to be safe, and therefore they don't care what Pop Crew does. They want the police officers here to go and new police officers to come.
Okay, we'll have to wait and see how that will play itself out in the next few weeks. Masego Rahlaga, I'm sure eNCA will follow up as well. Thank you very much. Masego Rahlaga in Olievenhoutbosch, that's in Centurion there in the region of Tshwane in Gauteng.